Did you know, along the storm-battered coasts of northern Scotland and the Orkney Isles, old fishermen still whisper of creatures neither fully human nor wholly beast? They call them Selkies, seal folk, born of the sea. By day they swim with shining coats and wise black eyes, but under the moon's silver gaze, they come ashore. Shedding their seal skins, they walk among us, beautiful, mysterious, and heartbreakingly mortal. This isn't just a tale of myth. It's a story of love, captivity, and a longing so deep even the ocean couldn't contain it. This is the legend of the Selkie woman and the man who tried to keep the sea. They say on moonlit nights, if you walk the lonely beaches of Orkney or the Shetland Isles, you might hear a woman's song riding the waves. It is not a human voice, but not quite beast either. A song full of longing, a song of the sea. This is the tale of a man who loved such a woman, and how loving her meant letting her go. In a village of craggy cliffs and roaring tides lived a fisherman named Dougal McRae. He was a quiet man, hardened by storm and solitude. Every morning before dawn, he cast his nets, and every evening he returned to an empty cottage that smelled of salt and smoke. Dougal had once dreamed of love, a wife, a child, laughter by the fire. But the sea had taken too much from him, his father, his brother, and most of his hope. Until one evening, as he walked along the shore under a full moon, he saw something strange. Figures danced on the sand, naked and radiant, their skin glowing faintly under the moonlight. And beside them lay the silken skins of seals. Dougal hid behind a dune, watching. These were no humans. These were the Selkies, the fabled seal folk of the North Sea. He'd heard tales, never believed them, until now. And among them danced the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Long hair the color of kelp, eyes gray as the winter tide, and laughter like wind chimes in the breeze. When the others noticed dawn approaching, they rushed to their skins, slipped them on, and vanished into the sea. But Dougal had stolen one of the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. She searched and searched, calling out in panic. "Where is it? My skin! I can't return without it!" Dougal stepped forward, holding out his cloak. "You'll catch your death out here," he said softly. "Come, I mean you no harm." Her name, she told him later, was Mara. He offered her shelter, food, warmth. Days turned to weeks. The villagers whispered about the woman who came from the sea, but her beauty and gentleness won them over. She never spoke of the night on the beach again. Eventually, they wed. Their love was quiet, gentle, like the rhythm of waves. They had a son, Finley, a boy with stormy eyes and webbed fingers. Mara was a devoted mother, but some evenings she'd sit by the shore, singing songs no one understood, staring into the horizon. Dougal watched her, guilt blooming in his chest like frost. He had hidden her skin beneath the floorboards, locked away in a chest lined with cedar, telling himself that love would be enough, that she had forgotten. But no creature can forget the ocean in their blood. One afternoon, while chasing his ball across the creaky floor, little Finley found the loose plank. He tugged it open, and there it was. "Mama," he called, "look what I found." Mara froze. Her hands trembled as she touched the soft, silvery pelt. Her breath hitched, memories crashing back like waves. The dance, the freedom, the family beneath the waves she had left behind. She turned to her son, knelt beside him. "My darling," she whispered, tears in her voice. "You are part of both worlds. Never forget that." That night, she waited for Dougal and Finley to fall asleep. She kissed them both, her lips lingering on her son's brow, and stepped out into the moonlight. Down the path, across the dunes, and into the sea she walked. With the first touch of water, she slipped on the skin. A shimmer passed over her. Legs became flippers, skin became fur, and she was home. But she turned once more and howled. Not a seal's bark, but something deeper, a sound of farewell. Dougal awoke to the emptiness. He searched the beach, the cliffs, the tide pools. For weeks, he fished in silence, eyes scanning the water. Then, one evening, he saw her, a great white seal, far out on the waves. She didn't approach, but she lingered. And every year, when the tide rose high and the moon was full, she would return, always just out of reach. Finley grew up with stories of his mother. On his 12th birthday, a necklace made of sea glass and kelp appeared on the windowsill. On his 16th, a cloak of seal fur. He would become a sailor, and some say he could calm storms just by whispering into the wind. Others say he vanished one day, his ship found empty, save for a single wet footprint on deck. Love can bind the wildest hearts, but freedom calls louder still. Some say the Selkies never forgive the humans who trap them. Others say they remember the love more than the betrayal. But one thing is certain, the sea never gives back what it takes. And if you walk the shores on a moonlit night, listen carefully. You may hear her song, the Selkie song, still echoing across the waves. A lullaby for the life she left behind. Which of these legendary anecdotes fascinate you the most? Let us know in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe Mythpaws for more such magical journeys.